Hello guys, this is Crafting Caesar and welcome back to another one of my tutorials. You can probably guess what this one will be about, since I'm jumping up and down on this little trampoline here, which is, by the way, really simple. But it's not gonna be about this, it's going to be about this monstrosity over there, which is a slime block powered player elevator. We can simply walk up to it, stand on this slime block here, press a button, and then we'll be pushed upwards by a series of slime blocks. It's not the fastest of all player elevators, but it will get you there, and it is a really cool use for the new slime blocks, which are gonna come out in 1.8 and are available now through the snapshots. And up top we have a simple pusher that pushes you out, and then you've reached the top, and if you want to go down, simply jump in there, hold down your jump key, and then you'll be at the bottom again. So let's take a look at how this thing works. The button on the other side powers first of all this redstone line, which will give you the initial push through this slime block that's going to be pushed up. Then you're going to be pushed up to around this height, and by the time you get there, the signal will have traveled up to this block, which will power this sticky piston, which will push out the slime block, as well as the attached sticky piston at the bottom. This sticky piston will then come up to this block, which is currently powered, so it will extend and push you up to the next one. And because we have a slight delay here, this will unpower again, retracting the slime block, and then it can all be retracted into the area back here. And then basically the same thing happens over and over again. And at the top we can take a look at it. We have a really simple pusher with just a regular block and a sticky piston to push you out of the elevator so you don't fall back down at the top. As you can see here, the signal is transmitted upwards here to this sticky piston, which will just push you out onto this slime block, and then you're up here. So as you may have seen from my explanation there are three different parts to this elevator. You've got the bottom part, which gets everything going. Then you have the stackable part in the middle, which you can basically stack up to build height. And then you have the little pusher part at the top to get you out of the elevator. For every stackable part in the middle, you gain 5 blocks in height, and of course the bottom part and the top part is also 5 blocks high. So now we can take a look at the stuff you're going to need. This is for the bottom part, this is for the stackable part in the middle, and this is for the top part. So for example, if you want to build a 20 block high elevator, you're going to need this once, this twice, and this stuff once again. And then you will get 4 levels, which means you'll get 20 blocks of elevation in your elevator. Now we can start building our elevator. We start by digging down by 2 blocks and placing a sticky piston and a slime block on top. And then around that sticky block we put obsidian blocks around it, and up here and there, and a block on top of that with a button. Then we can dig down here to our sticky piston down there, and we have to take an output here, which we will transfer down there using some redstone. Now we have the start piston set up. Now we'll put in the first layer of sticky pistons to push you further upwards. For that we'll go temporarily 2 blocks above this block and place our slime block here with a sticky piston facing upwards under that, and a sticky piston facing forwards on this block. To connect this piston, we'll take an output from our button right here with a piece of redstone dust and a repeater set on full, which will go into a block with a torch on top, with another block on top, with another torch on the side, and a block right here. So now if we push the button with a little bit of delay, this block will be powered and then this piston can extend. Now we have to power the block that will push up the slime block to push the player upwards. The block that we have to power will be this block here. So we are going to take an output with a torch from our button block here, with another block on top, with another torch on the side, with a block on top and a torch on the side. And then we place down blocks like this, and we put in 2 repeaters set on full. So now this block is powered. When this gets pushed out, it will be pushed upwards, and with a little delay this will turn off again, allowing it to retract and to retract back into the elevator back here. So now what we're going to do is fill in the missing blocks here, like this. And then we have to be aware that the slime block will be on this level, and it will be pushed up to this level as well. And also for aesthetic purposes, I like to put in blocks back here, because you're going to see them through the block here, so it will look nicer if you put the blocks in like this. And that's our first level of the elevator. Now that we have our start, we can get started with the stackable part in the middle. For that we can take an output with a torch here, with a block on top, and a repeater set on full, into a block on the side, with a torch on top, and another block on top, where we will go out by 1 block in this direction, and 3 blocks with a block on top in this direction, with 2 repeaters set on full in this side, and 1 repeater set to 3 ticks on that side, with a piece of redstone dust on it. This will then go into a block with a torch on the side and a block on top, like this. Then on the side of this block we can place our slimy piston, sticky piston I meant to say, with a slime block, and under it, just up to this repeater, we place our sticky piston facing upwards. Now we just fill in the missing blocks down here, so it will look nice, and up here we will have to remember to put in our non-movable blocks, like this, and the first part of the stackable part in the middle is done. I'll just add one more layer just for you to see it clearly. We'll put in a torch like this with a block on top, and then from this block we place a block right here with a repeater set on 4 ticks, and a block on the side with a torch on top, with another block on top, go out 1 block in this direction, 3 blocks in this direction with a block on top, then 2 repeaters set on 4 ticks, and 1 repeater set on 3 ticks, with a piece of redstone dust in the middle. And that one seems to be not rendering, I'll just replace it. Then we place a block on the side here, with a torch on the side and a block on top, with our sticky piston facing forwards, with a slime block on top and our sticky piston facing upwards like this. Then again we fill in our missing blocks and our non-movable blocks around where the sticky block is. Now we can give it a quick test, and when we push the button down here, we should be transported upwards all the way like this. All that's left to do now is the top part. We start by placing a torch here with a block on top and a block on the side, with a redstone repeater and a piece of redstone dust. Going out from the repeater, we'll place a block with a torch on the side, with a block on top, and another torch on the side, and another block on top, with another torch on the side, with a block on top and a torch on top. Then we place a sticky piston facing forwards with a basic building block, and from that we go out 2 blocks and place a slime block underneath and remove these again. Now what we have to do is fill in the missing blocks around our elevator shaft, and 2 on the side here as well. And now we have a finished elevator. So as you can see, our elevator is done. We can step in for a quick test, push the button, and we get pushed up once, twice, and land on top of this block here. So that's it for my tutorial on a slime block elevator. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please do leave a like or a comment, and I hope to see you on one of my next videos. Goodbye!